Hello world. Hello world. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Chill Crypto. I'm s- I'm sat here with why are you interrupting me? Is that Goku?
Yo, when nah, you're not my arch nemesis. Nah, that's Vegeta still.
It's me over
Uh,
here, G.
yo, this is not financial advice. This is just a few guys discussing all things crypto related. And yeah, today what we discussing, boys? OMI.
OMI
We are
Ecomi.
discussing Omi. But actually, before we get into that, why you guys called Vegeta and Goku?
I got them superpowers, B.
Vegeta is my
Woo!
favorite character in Dragon Ball Z. I don't know about you, man. You're both
Nah.
called Goku and Kakarot.
No, no, you know what, right? The reason why I named myself Kakarot, right, is that Goku's obviously my favorite character, but I thought it'd be a bit lame to call myself Goku out of all the names in Dragon Ball Z. What was your reason? Huh?
I'm
I,
the people's favorite.
you
I
men
don't
are
understand.
you
I
men
don't
are
understand. I'm the
casuals.
people's favorite. I thought you chose Kakarot just because of Kaka, the footballer.
No, 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 no.
See the
Definitely a casual here, definitely a casual. But yeah, let's move on to the stuff that we actually do know about. So Omi, right? Uh, what are people's thoughts on Omi and the price action?
My thoughts is that it's down. That's my
yeah.
thoughts right now. It's down, and to be honest, I'm not sure whether it's down because of the some of the issues like with the pushback to on the Uniswap or some of the difficulties with regards to the price,
Mm.
purchasing things on the application, especially or the marketplace being down. There's like loads of potential reasons, but you know, my long term view is that this thing is going to pick up, and when it does eventually pick up, like it could really fly or do a number. So I'm not too stressed about the price action in the short term anyway.
Big
What are you man
facts.
saying, man?
Same. I think what you said about like price action currently, I don't think that's sort of a reflection of what it can be in the future. And I definitely think this is a cool project, and I think it's got legs to go to the moon. As we're all saying, crypto. I definitely think this is going to
Moon
the moon.
boy,
I'm
we've got
all
moon
in on
boy.
Omi anyway, man. I've got all total confidence in the team and the product. So, like,
No,
I don't care about
that's
price
right.
action at the moment.
That's facts. I bought that dip. Like
Yeah.
then it dipped more, and I bought more. Then it dipped more, and then I went all in, man.
What is it at the moment? I think it's currently at like 0.09.
Yeah, 0.095.
That's decent. I mean, it's definitely shut up since yesterday. I think yesterday
Yeah.
the low it was like 0.07, which
Whoa!
big crash. Yeah.
But
Are
we got
these
in.
facts?
We got in a bit early, to be fair. Like I think we all got in around the zero point 0.2 mark, right?
Mm,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
no, sorry, the zero point 0.2 cents mark, right?
yeah.
yeah.
So all of us are relatively up, I think. But the thing is, on the way up, like you kind of develop more and more conviction, and so you
Yeah.
buy more and more and more. But then obviously the pullback can be a bit of a shock to the system. But just buy the dip, man. I think that's all you can really do here. Buy the
Yeah,
dip and and
yeah.
and, and enjoy the future rise, really.
And
Honestly.
I think on top of that, right? So even though we did generally buy in at 0.002, I don't know about you guys, but I came in here for Omi to change my life in it. So 0.0095 is not yet cutting it. But yeah, and even yesterday we were up looking at the price action, just watching it go down, which was a tad scary. And that was when you Goku, when you were dipping back in to reinforce your position. How did that feel?
It felt, it was mad. Yeah, every time I think we hit the floor, I threw money in, only to find out that that wasn't the real floor. When you realize that you
Bro.
think you're on the floor, but really you're on like level 10 still. And then we go down to level 8, and then you go down and you throw more, and then you go down to level 6 and you throw more, and you realize, no, we're still not at the floor. Like, I
Yeah,
think that
man.
was what was happening. So obviously we hit like a 1.3 something, and
Crazy.
then it dipped down to like 1.1. I'm thinking, oh, right, we dipped. Better buy more now while we can.
Mm.
Little did I know, I wasn't going to see that number again for a while. It dipped further down to like the 1 mark, and then it went below. As soon as it went below 1, oh man, that was judgment day.
I'm
I'm telling you.
surprised. I'm surprised that one cent wasn't the floor. Like I generally felt like once we passed the 1 cent mark, that it wouldn't dip lower than the one
Yeah,
cent. I mean,
especially
definitely thought.
especially with how far we went from 1 cent as well.
Yeah, yeah,
Mm. Yeah, we actually went as far back as 0. Yeah, we literally retraced all the way for a moment,
yeah.
which is scary. Uh,
I'm
which
not
is scary.
concerned. I'm not concerned. I definitely we're diamond hands anyway. This is a long term project for us.
I trust.
I think 1 cent is just the beginning of things to come for sure. And just to
Yeah,
touch on the point of that Uniswap, so they did push the Uniswap back to the 31st, and I think Dan in the video and the update said that one of the reasons why is because Uniswap version 2.3 or version 3 is about to be deployed.
Well, do you know? I don't think he was saying that's the reason why they pushed it back. I think he
Okay.
was saying they had priority. Like it came down to a matter of priorities. What could they? They're a small team.
Yeah, yeah,
What could
yeah.
they prioritize? And they were like, listen, boom, we can either take, focus on getting Uniswap out and maybe miss a drop,
Mm,
or and potentially miss some other development things, or we can try and get the marketplace up and running this week, push Uniswap back,
mm.
leverage the fact that they are looking to launch the Uniswap version 3, which I'm not sure when I was looking for that today, to be
It's
fair. I don't
May
know.
actually. It's
Is it May?
yeah, it's just been released. It's actually May, I think 5th of May actually.
See, so we're not even going to benefit from
Yeah,
that anyway.
we're not going to benefit from that at all.
Yeah, so yeah, I think it was more for them just in terms of prioritization. I don't know that all of the community is happy with that, but at the end of the day, like this is a team and it's the team's decision, right?
Yeah.
I think one of the biggest priorities just for everybody in the community though right now is the marketplace. Like, and I think we're seeing that slowly opening up from this week. Some of the earliest adopters with the biggest kind of activity in the marketplace have got early access. But yeah, when the marketplace opens, I sincerely think that we're going to start to see again more movement in the price on the like upward pressure anyway. So,
Do you think the Uniswap will have like no real effect? Do you think that's baked in already?
buy the news, sell the event usually.
Yeah.
Usually.
Yeah.
So it's difficult. It's a difficult one, but I personally think that it's probably baked in. Now that obviously they pushed it back, a lot of people probably pulled out a lot of money, thinking that that was a bit of a letdown. Hence why we're seeing part of the reason why we're seeing so much of a correction. I think a correction is one thing, but right now we're seeing it's a bit of an overstatement of a correction. But yeah, I think in the long run.
So wait, Goku, do you not feel like part of what might have happened was it went through some negative price action yesterday, and then almost simultaneously you then saw Bitcoin start to go through some issues, if I put it like that.
Right. Well, to be fair though, this whole pullback started 4 days ago. So yeah, man, I don't really know, man. This pullback started on what was it, the 20th?
Yeah.
So I don't know that even Bitcoin is Bitcoin's fault. Like, I don't want to blame Bitcoin on this one. I think this is probably first was just a correction, then the convo about Uniswap being pushed back and everything like that. Like I think that all kind of started to have an effect as well. So we'll see, man. We'll see. But honestly, I'm so bullish on OMI, in the long term. I've got my reasons, just their revenue that they're bringing in already. They actually got working products. They actually got a USP in the crypto space as well, just in the AR, VR.
And talking about their revenue, how impressive is it that they're doing the figures that they're doing? Is it 3 months after launching?
3 months. Incredible.
No, okay, yeah. So I'm gonna be very, very candid. I think their figures are astronomical.
Yeah.
I invest in startups. I invest in a lot of startups. I do a lot of angel investing on the side. That crypto money. I'm joking. but we're trying to get there. But I do a lot of angel investing on the side. And one thing that we usually talk about in the startup space is that if you can hit 100 million annual recurring revenue, you've got a unicorn, right? You're worth $1 billion. You have to, but obviously that's just a general figure, right? But there's obviously a lot more context that can be put around that. These guys have hit 7 million in revenue within 3 months of a beta app, an application that has not actually been finalized in one sense, right?
Yeah.
And so the fact that the app is that early and already doing 7 million in their first 3 months, they're growing at a ridiculous rate as well.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I think we're onto something crazy.
Isn't it crazy that on that point you're making about the amount of money that they've already grossed? And by the way, this is despite the fact that the marketplace has been closed for a significant amount of time, right?
Right.
If you think about and I think it goes back to this point we make in our group chat. where we say only in crypto, right? Because if you think about every one of the most impressive companies over the last, say, 5 to 10 years, what you've actually found is that they launch a product, they receive lots of traction. However, what you find with a lot of them is they didn't have to figure out how to make money, right? Which is crazy. OMI already makes money.
Yeah.
This is the point. With a small team.
I'm interested to see how much of that goes to the licensors as well. Like, what is the
Right,
percentage
right.
that they
That's
actually
a
like
good
sort of
question.
recouping as well? I think another good product to sort of compare OMI to could be NBA Top Shot, right? In terms of like the revenue.
Okay.
Obviously, the user
Okay.
base of NBA Top Shop is like like crazy. I think they have over 500,000 users, and OMI
Yeah,
only
now
has
they
like
do.
80,000 users at the moment, which is impressive for 3 months worth of growth. But like, yeah, the revenues that OMI's putting out right now is there any company that can compare to them, like outside of the crypto space?
By the way, that's 3 months with little to no ad
Marketing,
spend.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
No market. Don't get me wrong. Like, I think loads of buzz comes just because it's crypto, but also don't forget, like, Omi is right now is trending worldwide on the app stores, on
Yep.
the Play stores. Like, it's trending. It's top. It's top. I think it's ranked third
Top
on the
three,
UK
yeah,
grossing
Yep.
application, right underneath Twitch and Disney Plus.
that's
Like,
crazy.
like, this is a crypto application, and I think something that they've done really amazing in the token, the way the token works with gems and all this kind of stuff. Like, it might seem as like a little bit of an unnecessary barrier to crypto heads, right? But to mainstream adopters, this, like, buying gems so that you can purchase things in an application
Yeah,
is kind of like normal,
yeah.
and it kind of removes any kind of crypto specific complexities that might be associated with the application, and so you can get mainstream adoption instantly. It's amazing. Man, it's amazing. I took a picture of Batman next to a bus stop today, and I just, I'm getting likes and stuff like that. I'm just like, you know what?
Yeah.
This is a proper community you're already forming and building up, and people are really psyched up about everything. So yeah, man, I think this is gonna be. I think this is a madness. And yeah, if I see the dip, I'm buying it. Like,
I feel like
every time a bigger dip comes. Sorry, Kakarot. I was just saying, but every time a bigger dip comes, I'm thinking in my head, what else can I sell to get more on me? Like my car,
Bullish.
Literally.
my pets, my TV.
About
You know,
blood.
what can I
Goku,
sell?
I heard that.
Donate some
I
blood.
heard your mortgage was on the line the other day.
The mortgage is, man, the mortgage is on the line.
That's
Sorry,
hilarious.
I didn't even say that too tough. Yo, yeah, sorry,
Yeah.
Kakarot, what were you saying?
No, I was going to talk about the idea of mainstream adoption and how important it is for OMI, but just even sort of like wider than that, like for the rest of like the crypto universe, because ultimately, right, it's a great thing that the crypto heads love OMI, and if you go to every YouTube channel who's talking about OMI, you see how the OMI cult is literally at full force.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
what do you guys think about like the idea that it's actually bringing people who either thought cryptocurrency was a fad or didn't have real world use case? What do you think it's doing in that space?
I think
Right,
I think we're
right.
probably yet to see, right? I think perhaps the early adopters are crypto guys who are sort of like have their ear on the pulse in terms of like new innovations in this space. I think it's still I'm still be interested to see if there's like a promotion with like a Disneyland or if Disney releases their next movie, like to get like a figurine, you get like a digital figurine. OMI is the partnership, right? Or something like that. I think that would cause mainstream adoption, particularly.
You don't think that any sort of action came from the fact that it was trending in top 3 or top 4 apps in the world?
No, I think it is.
I don't know. I'm not
I
sure.
think it is. I think I've
I'm just comparing NBA Top Shots, and the guys who knew about it first were all crypto and had no
yeah,
idea about
definitely.
basketball. I was like, yo, okay, these guys just see an opportunity because it's a really they understand the tokenomics, they understand the potential in this, and that's why they're super early, not because they
No,
care.
I trust. Agreed. And I think you're gonna get the same thing with Omi. The first users, the first bunch of users are all gonna be crypto heads.
Yeah.
All people who are interacting with the token directly. All people who don't care about issues with usability so much because they're looking at maybe the investment perspective all these types of things. But now you're getting people who are slowly drifting in from like the grossing side of things and from just realizing the partnerships. But I'm being told whenever I start hearing about something from somebody who I know is just completely outside of crypto or completely like not technical or completely, and they start talking about something.
I love
like,
that.
That's when you know that, yes,
we made
it. Facts.
Bro, but I guess that's because like NFTs, essentially it's just NFTs, right? NFTs are making it more palatable for people to understand crypto without understanding crypto, without understanding the underlying technology behind it. So this is a fantastic space, and for OMI to be so ahead of the curve in terms of competition and the licenses they have, which we haven't touched upon, but like it's incredible. They have 100+ licenses, their board team, their team. Yeah, it's OMI. Saying OMI to the moon may be an understatement.
OMI to Mars, bro. Fucking up with that rover. Yeah, hey, I'm telling you, but yeah, like from the licenses perspective, just to put out there a bit of a flavor, because I don't think like we were even looking at was it a Capcom video earlier in the week of somebody who had made like
that video was
Street
so
Fighter.
good.
Yeah, it was Street Fighter, and it was like, and they were proper fighting, and and we were like, you do know that OMI has Capcom.
I can't believe it. When you said that in the group, I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, they have Capcom, they have Street Fighter, they have Batman, Superman, Warner Brothers, Harley Quinn, DC Collectibles, Joker,
Cartoon,
Cartoon Network, like CBS, Tokidoki, like.
Sorry, on that guy that's going viral for the Street Fighter stuff he's doing, right? Do you guys
hire
think
him?
Do you think he's gonna get hit with a cease and desist, or do you think
hire him? We've seen this before.
Like, the best publicity that OMI could get now is if he just turned around and told TechCrunch, "I work for Ecomi."
What? French kiss.
French kiss, for real. But no, like honestly, like hire that kind of guy. But that's the kind of thick place I expect Ecomi to get into in the future at some point.
Absolutely.
Like even like AR, VR games, like gameplay, because they've already made interactive. The DeLorean is coming out, guys.
Yeah.
Like the DeLorean's coming out. The Ghostbuster, not Ghostbuster, Back to the Future.
Back to the Future.
That's gonna be crazy.
Back to the Future car, and they're releasing 3 versions. One of which is going to be completely controllable, so drivable, etc. around the road, and they've already got videos of them doing it and trying that out. So yeah, man, I think we're onto something. And we're onto it early.
One thing I like about this AR space is that it produces content, and that content is shareable, and that content allows people to go, hey, what is that? Where can I get that from? I'm gonna click on the app to download. I just love that sort of ecosystem where it's just like people are naturally gonna gravitate to this because it just looks so cool. And just going back to the Street Fighter guy, I definitely hope Ecomi goes down that space, because I think that brings utility. Like I just see that space exploding. Imagine people meeting up just to play Street Fighter with their Ecomi figurine. I'm full.
And you can only play with a particular character that you own.
Yeah.
So everyone trying to purchase Ryu and Ken.
Adds more rarity to the product, increases in the secondary market as well. Like it speaks for itself.
And you can imagine, right, what that will do to like the super rares and the rares, but even the commons and the uncommons. Like if you could fight with like I was gonna say Goku, but if you could fight with whoever, right, it wouldn't matter in one sense. It wouldn't matter in one sense if it was a rare, a super rare, or an uncommon. You would just be trying your very best to make sure that you got one of these, right?
Unless there's like unlockable content right behind the rare. Say like
that would have to be the case.
Yeah, for sure. So for Vegeta, he can go to Super Saiyan 3 potentially, even though he doesn't go to Super Saiyan 3 at all. But like, let's say if that was the case, you've got a rare, and he can only do like base form Goku in a common. I think that'd be really cool. Like aspects they can sort of explore.
Nah, there's so many opportunities, and I think they've, like we said, they've got first mover advantage. They took 2-3 years of building in silence, building up the licenses, so that they could get to this point now. And now that they're here, they're running full force. We're looking to come out of beta soon, I believe. I think it's even next month potentially. And from there, we'll be seeing regular drops. Eventually, we'll get to the point where they're dropping multiple times a week. But yeah, I hope they don't like slow down and stop on the innovation side. I hope they keep on going full steam ahead. One interesting point that they did mention was that they're looking to actually make Ecomi interoperable. They're looking to add interoperability,
Yeah.
interoperability,
I love that.
and integration, like integrations with like other platforms outside of the Ecomi network.
Love
like,
that.
And that means that, for example, you might be able to sell your Batman NFT on
OpenSea, yeah.
for example,
Yeah.
which or Rarible, and that kind of thing might just change the game, man. It opens you up
100%.
to a wider audience, gives them more publicity. Ah, man, I'm bullish. Let the price rise, man.
And I think the crazy thing is, like, if you were to ask me to drop three of my three reasons why I'm most bullish about OMI and the price action, like, I wouldn't even know where to start, because, like, do you start with the 100 different licenses that you can totally relate to and you can totally see why there'd be a demand for? Is it the prospect of the token burns and the token burns that have already happened, and just the crazy tokenomics involved with OMI? Or are you talking about the demand for the products, which literally has seen, I think, if not all, most of their products that they've released today sell out? Or you could even be talking about the fact that I think this time last week, at least maybe Monday, when we received the most recent update, it was, I think they were at 35k users. What are they on today? It's crazy.
Yeah.
Over 80k. They're growing over 100% week on week.
Yeah.
We've not actually seen what the burn rates are going to be like when the marketplace is open, when there are loads of collectibles available, when everybody's interacting full steam. I'm not gonna lie, I think it's gonna be
one of my hesitations, just because I've just seen
I like balance.
Yeah, you need a little balance, just because I've seen the roller coaster, which is NBA Top Shots, and I've seen what oversupply has sort of done to the market at the moment.
Right.
It's almost like a bloodbath at the moment, and prices completely dropping. That could be the case if there's an oversupply. But do you know what? In one sense, I'm really confident. Sorry, I know we want to balance, but I'm really confident that the products they have and the licenses they have can sort of outweigh that. Like, so people won't care about oversupply as long as it's a good collection. But at the same time, I
say oversupply with NBA Top Shot. I can't even get a pack.
Yeah,
yeah. So I know that oversupply might be an issue in one sense. Like, they release 35,000 of this type of card, 100,000.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Loads of, and Ecomi is doing about somewhere between, like, I think it's like 850 roughly to like 3,000.
They're gonna have to increase that though. They're definitely gonna have to increase that.
They'll have to increase that because everything's selling out right now.
So even a comment today may look like a rare next year.
But to be fair to Ecomi, one, they didn't expect this kind of demand straight away. But two, like, on the flip side, like, when the marketplace opens up again, all of this stuff will become a lot more accessible.
Yeah.
Like, so it will be a bit of a different, ball game. But honestly, man, like, so bullish on them. Think that the dip is just a blip in the radar. I'm not too fussed about it. Like, a lot of people are trying to FUD in the Telegram group to try and get the price to go down so they can probably buy in more. But honestly, like, it's a matter of time. How long can you hold down a rocket ship? Honestly.
Facts.
Yeah. Facts. Guys, go on.
I was gonna say, any final words?
Yeah. Buy the dip, man. Hold and keep them diamond hands.
Yeah. Next drop is Next drop is this Thursday, right? We didn't even talk about that. Next drop is this Thursday.
Next drop is Thursday.
Yeah.
Literally, in from about 36 hours from when we're recording this video, 40 hours.
And if anyone's interested in buying OMI, we will have a link in the description box of how you can buy OMI on Bitmax. I
was gonna say though, like, my fellow Super Saiyans, or my fellow Saiyans anyways, what do you say to the person who's watched this video, right, and says, these guys, I can't even see their faces, and they've been so positive about this OMI, right? Are these guys undercovers? Like, what do you say to that type of person?
So I would say that right now, I've bet my house. I'll bet my house. I'll bet, like, people don't know, but I've bet. OMI goes down, I go down. So this is not even a. This is real, like, real belief.
Yeah, this
I've
is
sold out positions in loads of companies I believe in and will eventually buy back in to. But you know, I've sold out positions in a lot because I'm actually very convinced that this dip is one part of a correction, but two, also just part of people's not fully understanding just how great this project actually
yeah,
is.
yeah,
And you know, when you spot something early, if you can have serious conviction about that thing from early on, you're out to make to reap the biggest rewards. And
yeah,
as far as I'm concerned, like you know, in the time when things are dipping, don't get scared. Appreciate that's discount time. You know, the markets when it's red is the only time when people look at discounts and run. When
yeah,
actually discounts are a good thing. That's when we buy in. When we see the price rising and it's green, that's when we actually need to be pausing and thinking twice. Actually, maybe I don't need to be buying as it's at its
yeah.
high, as peak. You know,
Yeah,
buying the dips, buy the dips.
It's part of the
and
life cycle. It's part of
it
the
really
trading life
is.
cycle. So no worries.
And
And if
sorry,
you,
and very last point, like just before, like we understate this, but actually, start of March, economy was like zero point 0.2 again. It was like 0.25 or something like that.
Yeah,
crazy.
So 0.0025.
that's
So
crazy.
when we're even talking about dips at 0.0096, like we're still looking at about almost about 4 to 5x like consistently in terms of its price. So don't get stressed about this short-term volatility. Just keep your eye on the long-term goal.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm on Coin Market, and in the last 30 days alone, you're looking at a 280% increase. Like that's just crazy,
yeah,
man.
that
Right.
is
And that's on the
crazy.
dip price.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That's
and
on the dip price.
that's a dip price, right? That's just crazy, man. That's
yeah.
just crazy. But yeah,
Yeah. All right, lads.
Boys, this has been fun.
yeah, I think
Nah.
we'll end it there.
Yeah, Kakarot, GR. We definitely do this again.